Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent Chat with Jack. If you are looking to improve your English fluency and speak confidently, you have come to the right place. I am Jack, and in today's video, we are going to unfold the superpower, the power of describing anything in English. So just think about this. Have you ever struggled to explain something? Maybe you saw an amazing place, tasted an incredible dish, and had an unforgettable experience, but your words felt too easy or too simple. You just said that it was good and it was nice. This is what our daily way of expressing our words, expressing our sentences. But today I'm going to change that. I'll teach you how to describe anything beautifully, making people feel, see and experience what you are talking about. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let us just unfold those secrets. The first step that we are going to talk about is use your senses. What I mean to say? The easiest way to describe anything or something, use your five senses. When you describe anything only by just saying they are good or they are bad, it doesn't really create an image. But when we add our senses, something that magic happens, For example, instead of saying the cake was good, say the cake was soft, warm, and smelled like a fresh chocolate. This is how you can just give the glamour to your sentences. Try this. Think of your favorite food. Now describe it using how it looks, how it smells, how it tastes, and how it feels. And if you are doing that right away, then just drop your answer in the comments. Moving forward to our second one, that is nothing or none other than choose the strong words. See, you and me know very well that words have that power. Instead of saying the sky was nice, the sky was blue, say the sky was painted with shades of the pink and gold. Instead of saying something like the river was moving, say the river rushed and danced over the rocks. Think of the very beautiful place that you have ever visited. How would you describe it in one strong sentence by adding all of your five senses? And moving forward to our third one, it is something called add emotions. You have to add emotions to each words, each sentences that you are speaking to. The best descriptions make people feel something. Let's say you are just talking about an old house. So instead of the house was old, say the house stood alone, its wooden doors creaking like an old song. Now did you just notice me? How did I put the glamour and that? How did I just add the emotions to this particular sentence? Notice each and everything is so important. So now it is your task. Think of a place that you like that really brings back memories of yours. And you just try to describe, is it comforting? Or it was really exciting? Or it is something was very nostalgic. Try to describe it, that feelings in a sentence. Now moving forward to our fourth one, use the comparisons. So do you know what makes descriptions more powerful? That is none other than comparisons. Instead of saying the moon was bright, say the moon shone like a silver lamp in the sky. So try it out. Look around and pick an object and compare it to something else and drop it in the comment box. I will definitely see it and become much more happy. And moving forward to our final steps, that is none other than practice every day. That is what I really want to say. You practice every day. Because you know that practice makes a man perfect. It really makes a man perfect. You have to believe in it and you have to work as well. So want to get better at describing things? Practice, practice, practice. There is no any other words. Here is a challenge for you. Next time you see something interesting, don't just look at it, describe it. If you see a flower, think, what color is it? How does it smell? What does it remind you? So these are all the things will really make beautiful. Okay? And when you are just adding all of your senses, the sentences just automatically becoming wonderful and exciting. So let's do one thing right now. Find something nearby you and describe it in a sentence, in 3 to 4 sentences. And that's it. Now you have the power to make your words come really alive. So which tip was your favorite? Let me know in the comment box below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Fluent Chats with Jack. And definitely see you again. So until that, keep practicing, keep smiling and keep shining and keep all the things going a very better way. So thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.